Welcome to your Astro Strategy. The planning phase is day 12. Today we are talking about inner authority in human design. So just a recap. First and foremost, you need to know your human design strategy. Are you a generator? Are you a projector? Are you a manifester? Or are you a reflector? Do you understand what the strategy is for your type? Generator, you respond. Manifester, you inform. Projector, you wait for an invitation. And reflector, you wait a full lunar cycle. You want to master your strategy even before moving on to your authority. However, your authority is the master decision maker, okay? So there's 7 different authority types. Today we're talking about inner authority, which is the first 5. So the first authority type is an emotional authority. So this is going to be the most common authority we have in society. Somewhere from about 47 to 50% have this authority. Anybody with a defined solar plexus in their chart has emotional authority. It trumps everything else you have in your human design. Why is that? Because you have to be clear in order to make the decision. So whether it takes a few minutes to find your clarity or a few months, when you are ready to make the right choice for you, you will be clear. There's not going to be a question. You're going to have ridden the emotional wave. You're clear. That is the biggest part of your emotional authority. So yes, it's not always rational. It's not going to always be rational. Now, to have an emotional authority, you are most likely you could be a manifester, a generator, a manifesting generator, or a projector. The only type that's not necessarily going to be emotional is going to be a reflector. So definitely check your chart and see what authority type you have. The next authority type is the second most common, which is sacral authority. Now, if you are a manifesting generator or generator that does not have a defined emotional center, you have sacral authority. So this is when you see your human design chart and it may say pure generator or pure manifesting generator. This is your world. If you haven't listened to the yes or no question video that I created, this is perfect for this authority type. Generators and manifesting generators have to listen to the or from their gut. That's it. You have to listen to your gut. And if you hesitate, it's a no. Okay? I challenge everybody, learn how your body reacts to yes or no questions. Whether your significant other or a friend just asks you questions, feel your body. Is it swaying back and forth? Or you going this way? Some people go in circles. You know, I feel a very distinct shiver. I don't know how to do it on cue when I get a no. Like my whole body's just like, ew, to something when it's a no. So as a manifesting generator and generator, you have to know how your body responds to yes or no questions. Is the easiest way to understand your authority. Now, a sacral authority is the most powerful authority. Thus, we tend to be the most lost and the most out of sync with our authority. Practice makes perfect, generators. Now, the next most common authority you're going to find is splenic. So if you do not have an emotional center, you do not have a sacral center, you have a defined spleen. Now, this is a very powerful authority. However, it's also underrated because it's quiet. It is a whisper. It's not yelling at you. Sometimes you feel it in your body. So I have clients that say they feel it in their body, but I also have some that don't. However, it is about survival, intuition, and instinct. So it's a whisper, and it only speaks one time. Somebody may ask you a question, something's gonna happen, and your body's gonna be like, yes, we love it. And that's it. It's never gonna say it again, and I hope you were listening. Or you get into a car with somebody and your body's like, you need to leave. You need to leave. Okay? Splenic authority is very spontaneous. So we tend to talk about people with splenic authority because it's not timely like everything else. Like their authority to talk to them really anytime. It doesn't have to be after a question or an event. They could be walking down the street, see a palm tree, and it's like, move to Florida. And they gotta go. They gotta move to Florida. So that is splenic authority when it comes to making decisions in human design. Now, the next authority is ego. Yes, it's exactly how it sounds. Your authority is in your heart center. So these are the people who we say speak from the heart. You have to learn to trust your own voice. The heart wants what it wants, describes these people. That's really all I gotta say. So if you have an ego authority, what does your heart want? Like, what does it really want? Are you paying attention to that? Are you speaking your truth? You have to be speaking your truth. That is how your authority and your decisions are made. And last but not least for today, we have the G authority or the self-projected authority type. Now, this particular authority is a signature of a projector. So to be here, you do have to be a projector, but that means you don't have emotional, you don't have sacral, you don't have a spleen, you don't have ego, but you do have a G center, and most of the time you have a throat defined as well. And kind of like the ego authority, you do have to speak, okay, to make your decision. These are the projectors that can talk to their friends, bounce ideas out at people, see how they feel. The biggest, you gotta be unfiltered, okay? The biggest challenge y'all have is trying to keep it in and watch your words. No, you need to find that trusted person that you have consistent, honest conversations with. I suggest find a generator, because we could go there. We could do this all day. We could do this all day. We could do this all day. Preferably, if you want an opinion, somebody with gate 17, but that is a completely different conversation. However, G authority or self-projected, you have to say an unfiltered truth and hear it, because it's about the frequency of your voice. How does your body feel when you're having this conversation? How is your voice vibrating when you have this conversation? Do you hear yourself? Do you like what you're hearing out of your own mouth? That is G center authority, because you have to remember your G center is your identity, and the only other motor you would have is your throat. So you're using your throat to make sure that the decision you're making aligns with who you are. And then of course your projector, you may not actually use the decision until somebody invites you to use it, invites you to speak. But that is inner authority. Tomorrow we will talk about outer authority types. But most importantly, if you do not know your human design strategy, please go to mybodygraph.com, get your chart, come back, watch this video, come back, watch day 2's video where I talked about aura types. And if you have any questions or concerns, you can always leave a comment, and I'll be more than glad to answer your questions about your human design aura or your human design authority. Thank you for choosing your Astro Strategy, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 13.